It was a beautiful day today, but if you didn't have the sunscreen out at Jazz Fest, you're probably feeling it now. Bright sunshine all day long. Temperatures a little above normal, but pretty seasonal, but the humidity came way down. So if you're in the shade, felt pretty nice. But as reporting out at Jazz Fest, they said it does feel hot. 83 degrees, not exactly hot, but boy, in that bright sunshine, you do feel it. Northwesterly winds at 9 miles an hour right now. We had not a cloud in sight really up to our north, a little bit of cloud cover, but note some brighter cloud tops off to our west. Developing system that'll be headed our way for tomorrow. So 83 is only 2 degrees above our normal, and records, as we have said, this time of year can easily get into the 90s. So I'll take the 83 degrees. 66 was our morning low and had some low 60s on the North Shore, and likely similar temperatures as we get the day started tomorrow. Some upper 70s, but still generally in the low 80s. So a fairly warm evening as the sun starts to go down, cooling into the 70s. And I think dew points with them a bit lower will allow those temperatures to probably get to about where they were this morning. However, we are going to see dew points on the rise, especially on the South Shore, so may not be quite as mild south of the lake, at least in the metro area, and really only a brief return to the more humid air as by later in the day tomorrow, a front moving through and the humidity comes right back down. Winds still out of the northwest. They will change direction briefly before the front moves through, and that front is starting to take shape out to our west. The upper energy is this deepening upper trough. You see the spin right here moving almost entirely into the western part of Texas and the Panhandle. Active weather, though, breaking out ahead of that. Now, the expectation for severe weather was high over Texas. Not so as this line continues to move to the east. The risk of anything severe for us later tomorrow is minimal and really is going to be more to our east, and here's why. As that frontal system begins moving in, we're going to see kind of a line of storms break apart. Another little complex of storms will develop south of our coastline. This is what the models had been struggling with earlier in the week as to exactly where this cluster of storms would develop. Most of the models earlier, especially the GFS, had it right over us, which was looking for kind of a washout of a day on Saturday. Well, now with the trend of this activity staying south of us and then projected to move east, that's where the greater risk of severe weather is. Note the rainfall along the front itself. Not a whole lot, maybe some scattered showers during the afternoon, early evening. Some models a little bit higher than others. We'll go right now with about a 50, maybe 60% chance at most. And again, not an all-day rain. We have seen the risk of any flooding rain removed from us. And really, as far as severe weather goes, we're on the very outer periphery of what is a little bit more likely going to be a severe threat across much of Florida, with parts of the Panhandle possible. And again, we're more in that outer periphery where it's not looking like a very great threat for severe storms. So the Jazz Fest weekend, again, not a terrible day tomorrow. In fact, we'll probably benefit from staying under mostly cloudy skies. Highs only in the 70s. Yeah, we'll get those scattered showers at times, not an all-day event. And then a beautiful day as that front moves through. Dry air, pretty mild with a high of only around 79 degrees and breezy. So it'll feel much, much nicer for Sunday. So beautiful weather on the way late Saturday and certainly Sunday. That dry air sticks with us through about Tuesday, a gradual warm up, and then turning a little warmer with maybe some isolated showers toward the end of next week.